Next up in the review is a book called The Hunger Between Us. This was an interesting book to me where there was a lot of gripping reality situations, kind of an alternative reality, but reality at the same time for that fictionalized history type of stuff going on with that. Um, it was an interesting story. It centers around doing whatever it takes to help a friend. And so, because of that idea of doing whatever it takes, morality starts to come into question in there. And where are those lines? And what are you willing to do for those other people? But when we take that concept, then we look a little bit farther into it, and suddenly we start to wonder, is there a good character in this book? We have leading characters, we have supporting characters, but this isn't a book where you necessarily have good and bad, good and evil, clear cut, black and white type of situations. There is a lot of gray that's going on here because when they venture into that wrong, there's a lot of justifications for why they're doing it. Situational ethics definitely comes into play with this, and so it makes it an interesting book for that. Um, Seems to me that with a lot that was going on, it's perhaps, and I don't know this from personal experience, it's just reading and seeing things, but it seems like maybe this is a very accurate portrayal of the innocent citizens caught up in war and occupations and what's going on and how they have to live and what they have to do to survive. And so that's an interesting concept to wrap your head around, is that they are within a larger situation, and what does that mean for their survival, their ethics, their morality, and for their survival through all of that. One of the things that I've struggled with, though, is that while the book was pretty fast paced, it also really felt like it was dragging. So I gotta say, this one is just one that I'm not a huge fan of. If this were to go on in selections or people to read it, I have no problem with that. It's just not one that I can fully endorse or get behind and support and go, yeah, this is a great one. To me, this was an adequate one.